This is BirdNote.
The sweet song of the house wren breaks the morning silence. The wren and BirdNote have a lot in common. Both are tiny. Both are industrious. Both are beloved by those who hear them. Both have had success in propagating. And BirdNote even has a cozy nest in Ballard. But in the harsh ecosystem of public radio, BirdNote faces a multitude of challenges in its daily struggle to survive. But BirdNote has big ambitions in its little breast. It wants 1 million people to hear its song. It wants to model its success on the big bird of radio modules, Stardate. Stardate is the Stellar's J of public radio. Stardate, like the Blue Jay, is big and strong. There are incremental steps BirdNote can take to become a bigger, bolder, more beautiful bird. Before it can do much else, BirdNote needs money. It needs to ramp up its fundraising. Fortunately, public radio listeners are pretty good about feathering their nests. First, BirdNote needs an SMS text-based fundraising campaign. Why? Because it's an easy way for BirdNote's passive general audience to donate. It's been successful with other organizations, and it requires little effort from the BirdNote staff. BirdNote could even pitch it at the end of its radio spots, like this. Every dollar you donate helps keep BirdNote on the air. We're trying to pay for improvements to birdnote.org. Won't you help? Go to birdnote.org, or to donate $10, simply text CHIRP to 12345. BirdNote prides itself on informing a general audience about birds and the environment, but to grow, it needs to enlist the help of bird enthusiasts, birders. BirdNote needs to seek out birders in their natural habitats, starting with bird websites and other environmental sites. BirdNote must negotiate link outs or widgets on the Cornell ornithology site, for example, and on all kinds of wildlife sites. Currently, BirdNote lists dozens of sites on its Links We Like page, but none of them appears to be returning the favor. These are strategic partnerships, and they're key. Why? Links mean traffic, page rank, visibility, donations, and ultimately success. Birds flock together, but right now BirdNote is flying solo. It needs partners. BirdNote also needs to mimic the behavior of other sites that aren't shy about seeking donations. Like a jaybird at a picnic, BirdNote needs to be bold about asking for donations. And BirdNote really needs to recruit more underwriters with deeper pockets. Nikon, Orvis, Wild Birds Unlimited. KPLU General Manager Paul Stankovich says BirdNote can get away with a quick underwriter mention at the beginning or the end of its radio modules. It can mention the other underwriters on its homepage. Meanwhile, BirdNote can't wait for the money to roll in. It needs to make immediate short-term changes to its existing website to improve the user experience. BirdNote also needs to think sensibly about current site content and to look for ways to add value. A recent spot about bird photography looked like this online. Now, BirdNote linked out to photographer Paul Bannock's own website to show his pictures, which is good for him. But people would like to be able to see the pictures while they're listening to the spot. User experiences like this could be a disincentive to revisit the site. BirdNote is most at home in the public radio ecosystem, but it needs to spread its wings. It already has a Facebook page and a Twitter handle. Now it needs to engage users in those places. Engaging users is a way to show off the BirdNote staff's deep subject knowledge. Also, it personalizes and strengthens the relationship with users. And there's another way you can do that. Have someone blog, daily and as soon as possible. To help get it done, BirdNote needs to enter into a symbiotic relationship with a certain set of other small woodland creatures. Ultimately, BirdNote will get a new website, and it should reflect BirdNote's fun, whimsical, gentle programming. This can also be reflected in a new logo, which could even be crowdsourced for the price of a birdsong. BirdNote can even engage listeners by asking their opinion on the logo and allowing them to vote for their favorite. But again, new content is the lifeblood of any website, a steady stream of it on a daily basis that goes beyond what people hear on the radio. Given the limited staff size, much or most of this new content should be user-generated, with BirdNote's staff selectively engaging users and egging them on. User-generated content can build a community of fans who will keep coming back, like birds come back to a feeder. In the end, we can measure the success of this entire campaign. A simple measure would be, is more money flowing in? But to measure other factors, a survey can be done and compared with the BirdNote Listener Survey of 2009. Are users more motivated to act on behalf of the environment? Have they changed their personal habits from listening to BirdNote? Comparing the two surveys should offer a clue. For BirdNote, this is neither Michael Stein nor Mary McCann.